So I've never been an area snob. Yeah? I've never been the type of person to look down on certain areas and think this place is like rough, this place is a shithole. Obviously I'm a human being, and obviously I can observe an area that is rough. Yeah? Plenty of spots in London that are rough, but where I'm from is one of the broker places. Yeah? So personally, I can never be an area snob. I can never look down on other areas and think, fuck, this place is a shithole, because, you know, I wouldn't even call my area a shithole. That's just where I live. But other people will come to my area and say, yeah, it's a shithole, isn't it? Me, it's home. I love my area. Yeah? But I'm not an area snob. I don't look down on other areas. I don't really give a shit where I live, to be fair. As long as there's no stabbings and shootings outside my house, I don't care what goes on around the corner, because where I live, people get stabbed all the time and people get murdered occasionally not too far from my house. Yeah, that's my mum's yard. Yeah, even in Northampton. Now I got a spot in Northampton. Yeah, but I'm not trapping. Yeah, but I got a spot in Northampton. There's man them trapping. Yeah, there's man them trapping. Now these man, I don't know if they're from Northampton, like born and bred. I don't know if they've moved up there, or I don't know if they're using that as a line, like they got a spot up there and they're making their money. But I know man them are trapping. Yeah? I know undercover police when I see them. Yeah, cause man, I ex-road man, innit? So man still got the knowledge in it. I've seen undercover police on my estate. I live on a council estate. I know there's man them trapping, and there's gal around that estate as well. And I see the types of people congregating here and there. It's not bad, you know, like I don't bust my window and see people just chilling on the block, but every now and then when I'm up there, I see people and I know there's things going on in that estate. And hopefully, because I know Northampton's possibly gonna get bad or whatever, car, not just on my estate. When I'm driving like through the town, like on like the bait strips in the town and that, I see man that I see from the ends up there, and I just know one day there's gonna be like gang wars and all them things there up there. Now I'm hoping that one day the house prices in Northampton boom, yeah? Because this is what happens. Yeah? There's a famous, or there's a saying: if there's blood on the streets, there's money on the streets. Yeah? And basically, what happens is sometimes when they have bad areas and there's a lot of gang activity, that puts certain areas on the map, and certain people do their kind of the research, and they look and they see, rah, this area isn't that far from London, or this area isn't that far from work. Or if they live in Hackney and they see, if they're looking at Hackney and they see, rah, if I lived in Hackney, it wouldn't take me too long to get to work in central London, so I'll move there. And that's basically how Hackney and those kind of areas came up. Yeah? That's how Tottenham is coming up. Yeah? Now, obviously I spoke about this before in that gentrification video, but the reason why Tottenham in particular is on the map, yeah, is because of the same people who are complaining about the white middle class people moving in and forcing out the black people or the broke people out of the area. Yeah? It's the man them, and it's the gang members and the thugs. It's their fault why the white middle class people have come into the area and forced them out. Now I'll tell you why. Yeah? Obviously man was in jail during the time of the riots. Yeah? But when the riots were going on, obviously the riots kicked off in Tottenham. Yeah? And then obviously all the neighbouring areas, Hackney and all that, them man, they were copycatting. Yeah? And then I don't even know what them fucking youths were doing in Manchester, whatever, yeah, rioting and looting. Got nothing to do with the north, yeah. But it started in Tottenham, yeah. And when the riots kicked off, obviously, but it was all over the news. I was sitting there in my cell, like luckily, all that was missing is I didn't have no popcorn, but I was watching it. My eyes was glued and fixed to the TV 24/7 when I was in jail, yeah. And basically, when the riots kicked off, it was all over the news, and the riots is what put Tottenham on the map. Yeah, the riots is the reason why the white middle class people realised, rah, Tottenham, Seven Sisters, they have a train line, yeah, a tube line, sorry, the Victoria line. The Victoria line will take 20 minutes to get to central London. this could be a habitable place once the government cleans up the area, gentrifies it, brings up the standard of the area. Yeah? So all these black people and like roadman and that, you know, complaining about white middle class people flushing them out and, you know, forcing them out the area, it's your fault. It's your fault. You lot have put Tottenham on the map in a way where people want to go and invest and move into the area, and subsequently you guys have moved out. You guys have pushed out your own, yeah? Maybe even possibly push yourself out. Yeah? So you only have yourselves to blame. My cousin said something. Remember after I got out of jail, I see him one time and he made a statement that made me laugh. And he said, them man, they're all running around in Tottenham and robbing that place, yeah, running up in PC World, JD, Halfers and that, running up in Audi and burning the place. But their mums are the ones who are working in there and they've lost their jobs. Yeah? So all of that rioting and all of that, that has a knock-on effect. Yeah, you made a bit of money. Yeah, well, not from Audi, but you made a bit of money from PC World and JD and all that stuff, yeah? But when their parents can't work in Audi and all that, yeah, they have themselves to blame. Yeah? So it all has a knock-on effect. Yeah? So if you're a roadman right now, and you're doing more than not justifying it, saying it's all right to trap and all that, but you're murdering man and shooting and doing all this crazy stuff, you're putting your area on the map. Yeah? You're highlighting that your area has good transport links. So eventually one day, the white middle class people are gonna move in and drive you people out. And you're gonna wonder why. But I'm telling you why. It's because of you. Not just solely you or your people doing what you're doing, but that is contributing to why certain people are getting moved out. You see, even my area, yeah, Jewish people, we don't have Jewish people in my area. Maybe Stamford Hill, but I don't live in Stamford Hill. Yeah? I now and then keep seeing Jewish people in my area. I'm thinking, right, there's something in my area that's attracting Jewish people to my area. Yeah? So I don't know what's going on, yeah, but I will find out in the next few years. I know the house prices are gonna boom up and whatever, and it's probably because all the stabbings and shootings that go on in my area, that's attracted people to my area. My area has a direct link to London Liverpool Street, yeah, but it's actually, when I look on Zoopla and that, it's actually considered to be one of the most broke, well, judged by the house prices, one of the cheapest places in North London, yeah, let alone London, yeah. But the house prices are gonna boom up, yeah. They're gonna tear down that fucking Lidl that we got, Sainsbury's, and we already got Costa Coffee. See, it's already happening. Yeah, Sainsbury's and everything there. Maybe Waitrose, all these posh coffee shops. Do you know what? There's a fucking coffee shop that's popped up on the high street as well. Yeah? This is not a joke. Yeah? So when them shops they all pop up and populate all the high street and that, obviously the broke people in there that can't afford to shop in these coffee shops and Sainsbury's and Waitrose and Costa Coffee, they're gonna be moved out, they're gonna get shipped out, they're gonna go Cheshunt and all them areas, yeah? And the house prices are gonna boom up, and then people can't afford to rent or buy a property in that area, yeah? And it's because of all the man in my area, stabbing and shooting, doing all this foolishness, in it, yeah? Now, I will look at myself and think, yeah, I contribute to that. I didn't go out stabbing and shooting no one, but I was a gang member when I was on the road, so it's partly my fault, yeah? Years ago, running around with the wrong types of people, I've contributed to the gentrification of my area, which may or may not happen. Yeah? But if you're a roadman watching this, yeah, it's partly your fault. Yeah? It's partly your fault why your area gets gentrified, and then eventually you and your types of people then will get shipped out. Yeah? So you need to change your ways. Stay wise.